gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Bama.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what do you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Reels it in down the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Taylor wants to throw. Fakes the grab. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's in open space downfield. He's loose down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Tide! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Taylor wants to throw it. Spins away from the defender. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They're going to run it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
He'll keep it himself. Just ran him over. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the
this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid?
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Mississippi State lines up with a first and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Mississippi State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call?
Turning it on. Finds a man in the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Taylor wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Wagner. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll try to snap it quickly. Caught in the backfield, it's Wells. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to Davis. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the defense got him at the 27.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts off. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line. Guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Wells. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got a man. It's Adams. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air on first down. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Kent State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll leave it with him, fighting off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Buys a little time with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Running behind that left side. Makes one-man miss. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. He wants to take the top off. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Taylor wants to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
There he goes. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. in the end zone, it's Duggar. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The toss sweep to the right. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it working.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! All that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The RPO, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, that's exactly your job when you're on defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. They're going to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Fires to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Release to the back. Pulls it in. It's Young. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great, and this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're down.
Oh, a lot of space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Tide. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Coming out with it, it's Doug. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Zings it complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10 coming up. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Taylor wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Wells. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Forced out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. There he goes. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! He got a step and just dusted the field. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Bama! The defense putting points on the board. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And he tacks on the extra point.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Finds his man. It's Wagner. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They boot it away. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
That's caught. It's Adams. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Got it in the middle. It's Hall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Hall. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He wants to throw it again. He's got the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. Just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wagner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They kick it away on fourth down. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were
looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Fires it. Makes the catch. It's Young. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Young. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Alabama quickly back to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.